quick message, fam. Stop helping people who don't take your advice and apply it to any part of the problem they present you with. Stop letting these people waste your time and pollute your thoughts with their problems if when you've already given them advice on how to fix that problem and or go about alleviating something and they don't apply it, not necessarily cut them off. You don't have to cut them off, but stop them in their tracks the next time they get to talking about the same problem. There is nothing worse than somebody coming to you with a problem, you taking that knowledge, internalizing it, and then coming up with the best solution possible and giving it to them, just to watch them turn around and come back to you 2 days later, a week later, a month later, and still ain't applied that solution that you offered them. There's nothing worse than that. What they've effectively done is let your information go in one ear and out the other. And if you're one of these people that keep going to the same person, unless it's a paid therapist or psychiatrist, somebody who gets paid to listen to the shit, if you're one of these people who find yourself going to the same person over and over about the same problem, it's one of two things. One, you're asking the wrong person. Because if you've applied whatever they tried to offer you and it didn't work, then either they were sending you on a dummy mission, or you're just asking somebody who does not have experience with what you're trying to get solved. Or two, you're wasting their time and you're not taking them serious. You're not taking them serious. You're wasting so much of their time and energy. And ultimately, those are the most precious resources. Those things are worth more than money. Those things are money those are things that money can't buy back. Maybe energy, you can get you a caffeine pill or, boost your testosterone or something like that. But time, you're not getting no time back. You're not getting no time back at all. So when somebody invests time into you and your problem, think of it as an investment. For real. So when the next time they see you, either you don't have that problem no more, or you've already taken the steps that they've tried to offer and it just didn't work out. So now you're trying something else. Regardless of what you do, don't ask them, or do not ask them for their opinion or their help with that problem no more. Dead ass. Like, for example, my little brother used to ask me for advice about how to deal with his baby mom, because he's got one of them ones that you just can't. There is no help in the situation, man. There is no being cordial. There is none of that, because she's too far gone. So I give him my advice. I internalize his situation. I put myself in his shoes and offer him the best advice I can come up with, because I've always been able to avoid baby mama drama. I only got one baby mom, for the record. But he's got himself what you call a country white girl, you know what I'm saying? Versus me, I got me one. My baby mom she grew up in the ghetto, in the projects like I did. Statistically speaking, I should have been more likely to be on child support than he is. But that's neither here nor there. He asks me for my advice, and I take his problem, internalize it, and give him a solution. The thing is, because he's my brother, he just kept coming to me with the same problem, and didn't apply none of the steps that I told him to take. None of the steps. And maybe that's because most of the steps I told him to take involved him actually self-improving, you know, and I think maybe he was looking for a solution to give to somebody or do to somebody else something he could change about her. You can't change nothing about people like that. The best thing you can do is self-improve and better your situation to put yourself in a better position to fight or take control of the situation. He did not do that. And this went on for years and years and years, until the point where I stopped listening. I would entertain it for like 5 minutes, and then I start switching subjects on him because I got tired of hearing it. I got tired of it. It's the same old conversation, bro. You cannot carry on relationships with people and they're not growing. When you do that, you just basically hold yourself back from progress that you could have been making. So I stopped listening to it. Now, the kicker is we go for a period without talking, and then he comes back to me. This is over 5 years later. Now you're taking steps. Now you're taking the steps. And that's cool. I'm you know, we're happy for you when you actually do take the advice, but at the same time, it's like, we're still tired of hearing it. We see it as a problem that could have been fixed, that could have been solved. When you do that, all you do is show us how much time you've wasted. That's all you're showing us. That's all you're telling us by saying, oh yeah, I finally fixed it. I got the problem solved, and we don't want to hear it by now. It's too late. It's like you asking us to help you carry a boulder up a hill, but then you not carrying your half. And we just sitting there like, you know, internally struggling to figure out why you're not getting results. And the whole time you ain't even had your hands on the problem. I feel like I'm about to start rambling, so I'm just gonna cut it short there. Stop asking people for help when you have no intention of applying the advice that they give you. On top of that, do not ask people who have not been in your shoes, because you will find yourself being sent on a dummy mission. They have not walked the path that you are currently on. Therefore, they cannot give you any pointers on how to make it out of the woods. I mean, you're on a path that they ain't set a foot on, and yet you're gonna ask them on how to get the hell out of there. Just like single women asking other single women how to get married or how to stay married. You're wasting a tremendous amount of time and effort that could be applied to actually getting a solution.